All right, so today we are taking a look at the Funyet budget gaming laptop. Now, I've been testing this laptop for the past 2 weeks, so I'm going to let you know the pros and cons of this laptop. But mainly, I want you to come away with, is this the right budget laptop for me? First of all, let's get into some specs. This is a Windows 11 Pro laptop. What that means is you're getting enhanced security, so that's already a plus. One of my favorite things about this laptop is its 16-inch display with a resolution of 1920 by 1200. When you're working, text can be very legible, and of course, when you're watching videos, everything's up in your face. Of course, you can get 16 gigabits of memory, so that's great for multitasking. A 512 gigabit SSD drive, but you do have the option to upgrade to a 1 terabyte drive, and of course an Intel N150 processor that has 4 cores, but get this, they hit up to 3.6 gigahertz, which is perfect for work and play. Another thing about this laptop, it does come in about 3.5 pounds, so you can easily put this into your book bag and walk around without it being too much for you as far as on the weight side. Also, there's an attractive backlight keyboard, and it has a 6,000 milliamp battery that lasts up to 5 to 6 hours. Okay, let's take a look at the build. Like I said before, this does come around 3.5 pounds, which is pretty light, and that's because the material is pretty much plastic, even though it does have a chrome exterior. Now, you do get a massive trackpad here that looks and feels nice, but I'll be honest with you, the clicks are a bit loud, and I find that can kind of get in the way when using the microphone of this laptop, but more on that later. One of my favorite things about this laptop is the keyboard. I love the keyboard. Initially, when I first tried this out, I was just writing out papers for school, and I quickly saw, I was like, hey, I'm enjoying this experience. The keys are soft, they're comfortable, they feel nice, they're not loud. I mean, time will tell how it feels in the long run, but man, I gotta tell you, this is probably one of my favorite parts about this, especially when surfing or writing papers. And of course, on top of that attractive keyboard, you have the backlight at the same time. Another thing, you have hotkeys, so you can put your laptop to sleep. You can turn on airplane mode, adjust the volume, the brightness of the display, and other things as well. And, well, you're always looking for this. You have a full number pad on your keyboard, which is really awesome. As far as ports, on the left-hand side of your keyboard, you have one USB 3.0 port, your power port, and a mini HDMI port. Why they went mini? I don't know, maybe for size and components, I'm not sure, but you got to get yourself a mini HDMI cord to HDMI if you want to connect this to a secondary display. On the right-hand side, you do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, another USB 3.0 port, and a USB 2.0 port, probably most likely where you connect like maybe mouse accessories or something like that. So there you go. Now, one thing that did surprise me about this laptop is its 180 degree angle. I can lay this completely flat on the table and use it another way. Really cool. That was one big surprise for me. And also on the bottom of this, you'll see the vents for your laptop and an SSD port where you can upgrade the SSD drive for your laptop. Okay, so those are your tests. First, let me give you a camera test / microphone test. Now, the camera is right here on the top of this. This is a 480p camera, so let me give you a sense of what this actually looks like. All right, so here you go. Again, like I said before, this is a 480p camera, and you can automatically see it seems kind of blank, right? There's really no deep color saturation. The resolution is not sharp at all. I mean, what do you expect? It's a budget laptop, but it's a 480p camera. At the same time, you're getting a sense of what the microphone sounds like as well. For me, the microphone on this was a bit of a downer because I don't like the placement of where they put it. It's right next to the fans of the laptop, so whenever the fans rev up, you hear a lot of the fans, as you might be hearing right now, especially when you're clicking on the mouse pad. It just comes in way loud. So when it comes to that, there you go. All right, let's try something else out. We're now going to do a little productivity test with a little video editing. While I wouldn't say this is like an incredibly powerful video editing laptop, it does work well with CapCut. When I install CapCut and load it up, it says your laptop is more than strong enough to use it. So That's a good thing. So here we go. Let's go into one of my projects here. And now understand that this video file is a standard definition file. So at 30 frames per second. So it's not a really heavy file, but I just want to give you a sense of when I'm adding effects to my timeline, how does this laptop perform? Okay, so first, when we do playback, looks nice and smooth, just fine, no issues at all. When I drag it back and forth, you can see that maybe there's like a little stutter, but it does catch up and get smooth over time. When I add an effect to it, let's go to effects. Let's go to effects and we'll try a distortion. Here we go, do spinning in space. We'll add that on top of the timeline. And let's see, how does that affect our performance? Still looks just fine, right? Okay, now if I wanted to, let's go ahead and go to media and let's add another layer of video over it. I'll go ahead and shrink this. All right, here we go. I'm getting a small hiccup right here. Okay, we'll scale this down and we'll bring that right here. The using of it feels very smooth. As I'm actually using it, it feels smooth. And let's go ahead and play this. Yeah. Performs just fine. And keep in mind, what I just showed you, I'm using OBS in the background, so that's even more resources being used at the same time. Okay, so what about gaming? Because they are advertising this as a gaming budget laptop. Well, you know, let's keep our expectations tempered. Let's try Xbox streaming on this first. And the purpose of this test is because we're going to be doing cloud streaming. So we're going to see the Wi-Fi capability of this laptop, and of course, you know, the image that we get from it as well. So we'll go ahead, press play there. I'm going to connect my gaming controller to it. Okay, so immediately you can see that the image looks great. It looks really impressive, even though it is cloud gaming, but the connection is super solid. I'm not feeling it's not feeling heavy. There's no delay. It is completely playable, and I'm not getting any kind of stutters or delay as I'm playing this at the same time. So as far as a streaming machine for gaming, this works just fine. And of course, for the example, I'm just using, you know, a USB controller to connect this, but I can connect this Bluetooth if I wanted to. At the same time, I gave this laptop to my 10-year-old son, and he uses this for Roblox all the time. And of course, I asked him, you know, let me know about the experience. How does it perform with your games and all that stuff? He said he couldn't put this at max graphics for some games, so he kind of kept it like in the middle or low depending on the game he was playing, but said it was completely fine. He just uses the keyboard and he uses a separate mouse to play with it, and he's happy. So if he's happy, I'm happy. Okay, so let me share my final thoughts when it comes to this gaming budget laptop. First, for a gaming budget laptop, I like that it comes with Windows 11 Pro. A 512 gigabit SSD card, yes, give me all the speed that I can get, and a 4-core 3.6 gigahertz processor. I like that. But it's an Celeron processor, so, you know, knock those things a little bit down because, again, this is a budget laptop. My favorite thing about this laptop is, well, it would be the 16-inch screen, but at the same time, the keyboard. I love the keyboard when it comes to this thing. I've never thought I would gush so much about a keyboard, especially when it came to writing papers, but this could be an ideal budget laptop for those who want to use this for school and maybe a little light entertainment at the same time. Yeah. And again, it didn't hurt my wrists. When it comes to the cons, I would have to say the microphone of this. I mean, good thing you can connect other better quality microphones to this. But again, the placement, it picks up a lot of noise, the fans, it just kind of, that aspect turned me off. And even though this is a 4-core laptop that goes to 3.6, it is a budget processor, so you're not going to do too many multiple tasks at the same time because you will experience a lot of chugging. And finally, the 480p camera. Yeah, it's a camera, but of course you can connect your favorite cameras to it for better performance. All right, guys, that is the Funyet budget gaming laptop. Really hope this video helped you out. Take care. Bye. As always, I'll leave links in the description down below so you can pick up your own. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you like what's going on here, well then hit that like button. If you love what's going on here, then subscribe and ding that notification so you can be notified for future videos as well. All right, I will see you in the next one. Take care.